Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about how to start your kitchen garden. Now kitchen garden is something that you start with plants that are easily available in your kitchen, and at the same time the ones that you don't have to struggle much. Now in confined spaces, because we have very small balconies or we have small areas in our homes, we try to make the most of the space that we have in our homes. I've done this experiment for a couple of years now, and there are a few plants and vegetables that I've grown on my own, maybe from the stem, maybe from the cuttings, or from the seeds. So I'm going to talk about how I started and how I've been successful in growing these vegetables in your kitchen. Okay, so I'll talk about three methods that you can start your kitchen garden with. First, I'm going to talk about cuttings. Now, gardening from cuttings, you can start with things that are available in your kitchen. Now, I'll show you all of those plants that I've started from cuttings and how they're doing. The first ones are my beetroots. You can see they're really healthy, and I've started these from cuttings. Just ensure that when you cut the root base of the beetroot, you need to ensure that it is immersed in water for about 2 days, and then you put them in potting soil. Regular potting soil, you don't have to use any fertilizers. You can use your eggshells and your vegetable waste in the soil as manure or compost. These are beetroot from cuttings. Also, the other easiest plant to grow is bok choy. This one I have grown from the cuttings as well. Now, after I've consumed the leafy ones, the leaves of the bok choy, I get the base in water, which is the usual method, and then I put them in the soil, and they're doing really well. So another one that you can grow from cuttings is a pineapple. This one I have grown from the cuttings. I had to trim down this a little bit because I was having difficulty in holding them. Now, I must confess that the pineapple that I have grown, I have another large one here. This is the most ignored plant in my garden. Now, initially when I started growing them, this was taking a lot of space. It was a little pokey, and every time I used to water, I used to end up hurting myself. So what I've done is I've just kept it on the other side of the balcony, watered them occasionally, but I think the rain and the soil was quite good, so it's doing very well. Another one is my potato plant. Potato, now I've started growing in another pots as well, but this is the main first plant that I tried out. Just to give you an example, whenever you see a potato, when you can see eye like these are called the eye of the potato when they start sprouting like this from the main potato. All you have to do is just cut this part away. You don't have to keep the whole potato inside the soil. Just cut this part out, and then you can directly put into the soil. Now, always make sure that your soil is completely draining out, and it needs to ensure that there are drainage holes made in the pot. And potting soil can be any regular potting soil or garden soil. I use the potting soil which I get from the supermarket, and they're very, very reasonable. I think for about 5 kgs of normal potting soil, I buy them at about 100 rupees. So if you want to know where else you can get potting soil, you can get it in Amazon also. There are different varieties for succulents, for vegetables. However, any normal potting soil that you purchase is good. One is growing from seeds. Now, growing from seeds, there are very, very easy plants that you can start from seeds, like coriander, tomatoes, and also you can grow chana and wheatgrass. I'll talk about the coriander plant. Before you start growing coriander from the seeds, you just need to ensure that you split the seeds, which is easier for the plant to grow out from the seeds. If you do not split the seeds, what will happen is it will remain under the soil, and if it doesn't get enough care, enough sunlight, and the environment, like proper climate and things like that, so it gets difficult for the seeds to germinate out fast. And if it doesn't happen within the first 2 weeks, which means to say that your seed has gone soggy, or it's become useless. Okay, so always ensure that if you're starting coriander from seeds, you split the seeds first, and then you directly put them in the soil. Water them regularly, and at least on the 2nd week you will start seeing the coriander seeds sprouting out. For chana, it's very, very easy growing chana. You need to soak them in water for about 2 to 3 nights, and once you see the roots coming out, you can just put them in the soil, and then your chana seeds will grow fastest. Okay. mustard seeds. Now mustard seeds, I use them as microgreens. I've grown enough of microgreens this season, and I've also put up a video on how to start growing your microgreens at home. You just have to take any container, any plastic container that you have, little bit of soil, and soak the mustard seeds, whether it's yellow or black mustard seeds, soak them in water for about 4 to 5 hours, and then directly put them in the soil. Ensure that you water them regularly and make drainage holes in the container, and at least by the end of second week you will start seeing the microgreens growing out and doing very well. So this season I've grown quite a bit of microgreens. And guys, the last method that I have used in growing kitchen garden is from the roots. I started growing from the roots plants like ginger, turmeric, colocasia, and also now I'm trying some onions. Okay, so ginger, I have grown so much this year and they're doing so well. I'm just so amazed the way it's doing. I think the proper rain, sunlight, and the season has actually favored the plant so much that I've grown ginger, a lot of ginger this year. So this is the most happiest plant in my kitchen garden, and I actually use them in a lot of traditional cooking, and I have few ways of making non-veg with it. So I'm really happy with the ginger plant that I have grown. Ginger, I have shown it in one of the videos that you just start from the rhizome that you get. You need to ensure that the rhizome has little buddings which is coming out from the ginger, something which you do not use whenever you go to a grocery store. You will find ginger where a part of it cannot be consumed, and you usually throw it away. So the same method for ginger is you soak those part in water, put them in the soil, give it about 2 weeks, and at the end of the second week you will start seeing small shoots coming out like this. So this one also is about 2 weeks old, and the major one that I've grown is already a month old. That's ginger, and I have experimented in growing turmeric. Now turmeric also is grown from the rhizome. It's not necessary that you see the little buds coming out of turmeric, because this time when I went and purchased it from the grocery store, I did not find any turmeric where the buds were coming out. So I soaked them in water. It took about, I think, 4 days, but I could see very tiny sprouts coming out. I was not sure if it was gonna do well. However, after the 4th day, I put them in the regular pot with some potting soil, and then started regularly watering them and kept them in a sunlight area. So now this one took about, I think, 20 days almost for this turmeric plant to sprout out. So finally I was successful. I was very happy because I love turmeric. I'm not sure if I'm going to harvest them, but just to see the plant, I'm just so happy with it. That's one of them. Colocasia, I've just started colocasia from the roots. I need to give them at least about a week because I've just started them last week. Then I started onion bulbs also. Onion, I've grown it in the past also, but this time because of summers and we use a lot of garnishing in our food and dishes, so I started growing onion from the bulbs, or you call them the roots. Okay, so these are the 3 methods that I have talked about. You can start your kitchen gardening sooner, and please tell me if you have any difficulties while growing them, and any such questions you can ask me. I have talked about only those plants that I have grown and I've had experience with. Of course, there are so many other plants that you can grow, like herbs, like basil, and you can grow carrots. Carrots is something that I'm also trying, but right now it is just soaked in water here. I've cut it from the stem. Carrot is also grown from the cuttings. So this one is going to be put in the soil in about 2 days. So you can start your kitchen gardening today, and I hope you are successful in growing your own plants. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.